Alright everyone, it's been a while. Today we're going to look at Kengo. Yet another Irem game. The more of their games I try, the more I love them. Amazing company. Awesome games. Good stuff. So Kengo, this is probably one of their games that you've not heard of. As you can see, looking at the cards here, it's a samurai action game, and this is, I believe, their second. I know most people are probably familiar with Ninja Spirit, probably because of the TurboGrafx version, which was very, very good. But this was kind of, I guess you could call it the spiritual follow-up to it. It really isn't a sequel. In fact, the gameplay is entirely different, which is interesting in itself, because they really play completely apart. So here's the board. This is the Irem M84, which is a bit more integrated than the classic 72. This is the same board setup that R-Type 2 runs on, in case you're ever wondering. And it's weird because, well, they did make this, and it's a bit more, a bit more advanced and more compact. They actually went back to the older 72 version for games like Gallop, which came out later, which is kind of strange, but Irem's never really been a company to standardize stuff. They're weird as hell, and that's what makes them so great. Alright, flick it on here. So, like most of Irem's games, you're either going to love this one, or you're not going to like it. Fortunately, you're not going to get the best view of it, because Irem games love to use that kind of extra, they like to put the status bar right at the very bottom and use up, as many pixels as they can, which is cool, but what it means is that a lot of standard equipment, anything short of an arcade monitor or my XRGB setup, like, you don't see the status bar. So you can't see it, but in this video, normally I play this on the cab because it is a gorgeous, gorgeous game, but it's really hard to make, videos with my cab because it's a table and it's got that 90-degree monitor. So this is the best I can do, but as cool as this game looks, the action playing on the cab looks even better. But yeah, so what you can't see is the status bar at the bottom of the screen, which has your life bar, the time gauge, because you are timed and it's fairly strict, and yeah. Just look at that title screen. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is just, the graphics are lovely. So that's basically your story. The chick gets killed in a bloody mess, and we go after her. So like most Irem games, it's a little, it's not exactly what you call standard. So you can slash, or you can hold it to charge. And when you charge, enemies just bounce off you, which is kind of the secret to the game, knowing when to use which attack. You can also attack straight down. The game only uses one button, so you actually jump by hitting up, which takes a little time to get used to, but it controls really, really well, regardless. But yeah, so you can't see my life bar, but you do have a life bar. But you can do all kinds of neat stuff, like you can actually stand on this guy's spear. It's easier just to go around him. And like, you can duck, but only if you're charging. If you're not charging, you can't actually duck. So it's, like most Irem games, you need to learn how to deal with just about every enemy, and there's an opportune way to deal with just about every attack. It's really easy to kill stuff, but it's really easy to die too. So like here I can charge and just absorb all these. There's really like no recovery time, and enemy can kill just about all your... can really kill you quickly if you let them. But it's still quite fair. See, I can just sit here and absorb the bosses. This is so dumb. Attack, as long as I'm facing the right direction. That was dumb. It's also really easy, just be patient. But if you notice, some power-ups you can actually make your life gauge longer, because you only get like 4 hits. But if you do get multiple lives, but when you die, it resets your life gauge to the minimum amount. See, the pink hearts are just normal. The yellow hearts give you health back and extend it. See here, like, you can actually stand on the boulders, or you can cut them down. And you can get power up twice, and I'm full powered, which lets you really own things. Graphics are wonderful. The music is great. Plays very nicely. Alright, boss 2. You can just, jump on top of. It's the key to... and stand right in the right spot. Oh. Of course, if you die and you lose your power-ups, it gets a lot harder. This is definitely one of their more forgotten games, but still really fun to play, and most people have no idea this game exists. The price on this one is pretty affordable for... So here you can actually stand on the chain. Like that. 2 players at once. Nice stuff. Here I can just charge and let them run into me. Yeah, difficulty is definitely on a more moderate scale. And that was dumb. I can kill this guy in 1 hit. It's too slow. That's alright. Alright. Twin bosses on this level. 1, 2. Alright, if you're in me, damn it. Alright, there's the first one down. to get the one, the second's pretty easy. Love this level, it's just gorgeous. Great use of parallax and down attack takes what we get used to. Here you actually have to fight. Ah, on the boxes and I just died. This resets my life bar and my power. Makes like here you gotta remember that you have to be charging and you can't actually duck. That one's a trap. Yeah, it is. See, like there, you can actually reflect through the spikes. Da, da, da. See, I used to get my ass owned to me by these guys until I just realized that just stay kind of underneath them like that. Alright, I'm not running out of time. Let's see if we can get to the boss of this level. It's really cool. It's also really, really hard. Ah! You can stand on it, but you can get run over if you're not on top of it. This is, in my opinion, the hardest boss in the game. Get through without actually getting killed. Ah! Woo, got him. We've almost actually gotten through the game, but I'm not going to have time to do the whole thing. Because there is only one more level. And this one gets really interesting. You have to ride on horses to get over the flames. Yeah. And that's game over. Well, anyway, definitely one of Irem's more obscure games. This is one that I just kind of came across by accident and was like, eh. Saw a few screenshots and the absolute gorgeous graphics, especially that title screen. That's all it took for me. So it is fairly affordable. Great game if it's your thing. Give it a chance if you can. See you next time.